Last time on Runaway, we learned what everything was about. $20 million, stolen by one huge asshole. How much you want to bet the museum we vandalized doesn't see a dime? Let's find out as we finish this. Well, gotta talk to Douglas. Yeah, her name's Douglas, okay. Last name is Douglas.
Hello, Sushi.
You said to say goodbye.
Hi, Brian. Do you have the nun's habit yet?
I have it, but now we've got new problems. Right when I was leaving the trailer, Gustav and Fyodor showed up. They're the Sandretti's henchmen. They almost saw me.
Wow. So they're hot on your trail then?
No, I'm afraid not. I guess they knew about Johnny's trailer and must have imagined that we would be looking for it too. From what I could hear them say, they plan on waiting in the trailer to see if we show up.
Well, that gives you some time to escape. You've got the habit. Now go get the money and drive away fast.
I don't know. Now I realize that Gina and I will never be safe. No matter where we go, they'll end up finding us.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think you're right. So, what can you guys do?
I don't know yet. The best thing would be to think of a way to get rid of them all forever. You're a smart woman, Sushi. Can't you come up with something?
Well, just like that? No. I'll ponder the topic. Maybe between the two of us, we can devise a solution. But there's one thing that concerns me even more. What if those killers decide to leave the trailer and reconnoiter the area? No doubt they'd quickly find Douglasville. And from what you've told me, they won't hesitate to increase the body count, and that'll help them find you. We're all in danger.
Yeah, you're right. We should do something about that.
As soon as possible.
I'll try to think of something. Then I'll tell you about it.
Me too. See you soon.
Hooray, it's a standoff. There's guns over here. Take the gun.
No, I'm not if it isn't totally necessary. That's gotta be the one Sushi...
It is necessary, though. They have weapons. You are plotting murder now. Only this is good murder. It's positive murder of mobsters. Because the mobsters are evil.
They aren't real. Those decorative rifles aren't gonna help me much.
You could scare them off or maybe something. I don't know. Can you deal with these assholes? No, okay.
I'd like to go...
You wanna see, well...
Let's see what Gina has to say about this.
Gina tried on the habit, and it fits like a glove. As for the thing about Gustav and Fyodor, I preferred not to tell her anything. If she'd found out those killers are roaming around here, there's no way I would have gotten her to stay in the house recuperating. It's too bad Douglasville doesn't have a man of the law to take care of those awful goons.
He could be the sheriff. But let's go check that sheriff's house.
I'm not interested.
The chain?
I can't. I don't think I'll need it.
You could chain them into that thing or something. Ah, maybe this doctor has something.
Okay. There's some medical equipment.
Oh, you have not done me well this time. The sheriff was in here. Can I look through this?
That's not necessary.
Can I push... Try this again.
No, that's enough pressure.
That one. Okay.
Yes, a burst of steam blasted out.
Is there another one?
I'll have to wait for more steam to be produced.
This is pretty messed up. This is pretty messed up.
It's a sheriff's badge. It must have flown out the smokestack like the Selkie did. Yeah, I can use that. It's not too worn out considering the circumstances.
Okay. Can I be the sheriff? No, I want to make Oscar the sheriff. Oscar, you can be the sheriff. You can be the sheriff here.
Oscar?
Oh, you really can be the sheriff.
What's up, Brian?
Your life has a new mission. I've spoken to Mama Dorita about this, and she fully agrees.
Well, what is it?
Oscar, you've been named the new sheriff of Douglasville.
Wow.
Please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Repeat after me. I promise to defend, with my life if necessary, the laws set down in the Constitution of this nation.
I promise to defend with my wife, if necessary, the laws down in that Constitution of this here nation.
And I swear I will do everything necessary to ensure that these laws are not violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
And I swear I'll do things necessary to ensure them laws aren't violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
Perfect. Oscar, I hereby officially name you Sheriff of Douglasville.
Cool.
Dandy.
Sheriff Oscar, your first mission has already come in. Listen, you've got to go to...
Hey, what about my weapon?
What?
My sheriff's weapon. What kind of law enforcement official can I be without a weapon?
Yeah, you're right. Of course, your sheriff's weapon. Sorry, I forgot to bring that. I'll go get it. You wait here and I'll be back faster than you can say sheriff. I'm sure she won't care if I take the rifle.
Oh, cool.
Now this is looking better. So you were saying? What is my first mission as sheriff?
Look, about 3 miles south of Douglasville, there's a couple of guys creating a ruckus and frightening the locals. You've got to stop them and lock them up in the Douglasville jail. But watch your step, partner. These guys are armed and dangerous.
Don't you worry, friend. In the penitentiary, they used to call me Terminator. I'm going after them.
I hope I didn't just send you to your death.
Good luck.
You're a cool guy.
I'm sure you can do the job, Sheriff. Okay, the best thing to do would be to head for Douglasville and wait there until Oscar's completed his mission. From this window, I'll be able to see Oscar when he arrives. Here comes Gustav and Theodore's car. And Oscar is driving, so I guess everything went okay. Yes, he's pulling them out of the car, and he's tied them up hand and foot. What a tough dude! He's grabbed each of them by one arm and is dragging him into the jail. Whoa, he's so buff. I've got to tell Sushi.
Damn! Oscar's the man!
Sushi, good news!
Really? What is it?
Those cursed assassins are now locked away in the town jail.
But how did you manage that?
It was Oscar. I made him the town sheriff and gave him his first mission, to capture those 2 killers.
No way. You're unbelievable, Brian.
That big guy Oscar is unbelievable. By the way, I gave him your rifle so he could carry out his mission. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's okay. Plus, I won't be needing it anymore. Law and order have been brought back to town.
But seriously, this is all good, but it doesn't solve the real problem. Besides, we're not exactly the murdering types. And even if we were, all we'd achieve by eliminating Gustav and Fyodor is for the Sandrettis to send more killers after us.
Yep, you're right. We've got to think of something to free us of the Sandrettis for good.
You said it. You know what? I think I'll go and congratulate Oscar and get the pleasure of seeing those 2 thugs behind bars. Are you coming?
No, not right now. You go, and I'll keep thinking of a plan.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon.
Well, we could just give them the money in exchange for, never seeing them again. We're gonna move to California, they'll be in New York, they won't give a fuck. We could ask Oscar to break their necks. Just walk up straight there. You could double... Oh, there's Oscar right there. Cool. Oscar, good job.
Oscar, good work! You managed to catch those 2 bad guys.
Thanks, but I was just doing my job. Those 2 bandits thought they could beat me with a little gun and some knives.
Yeah, they were really fooling themselves. You locked them up in the cell, right?
Yeah, the things they were carrying are in a jail bag on the desk in the office.
Perfect, Oscar. You're a real professional.
Just doing my work. By the way, Brian, from now on, would you mind calling me Sheriff?
Of course not. It would be a pleasure, Sheriff.
You did make him sheriff after all.
Hi, guys.
You're the moron behind all this?
Not as much of a moron as you, it seems. This time you've met your match, one would say. Wouldn't you, boys?
You mean that orangutan? He caught us off guard.
He didn't look dangerous with that silly face.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you. If Oscar hears you, I accept no responsibility for his actions.
You're some smart-aleck kid, but you're out of your league. Stop playing funny, boy. You're a dead man.
Yeah, deader than that corpse there behind you.
I don't think you should be threatening anyone at this point. You should be begging! And speaking of that guy back there, take a good look, because that's how you guys are gonna end up. What a waste of time talking to two killers.
I'm starving. Aren't you going to feed us? Man, they get better treatment at Shawshank.
Why don't you shut your trap, you Russian retard?
Wow, you guys are dicks. And why'd you say the corpse was behind him? It's behind you.
By this time, the Sandrettis must be asking themselves why we haven't called in for 2 hours. It won't take them long to send someone out looking for us. Get
Or
ready,
maybe
you
they mean
worm.
behind me in the camera, because they're talking to the camera angle.
Okay, examining the stuff those two guys were carrying around may give us some ideas. The canvas is pretty worn out, but I don't think it'll tear.
What kind of game do you think you're playing, kid?
An adventure game.
Let me take a look. A gun, 3 loaders, a few knives, brass knuckles, a couple of wallets, and a cell phone. Run-of-the-mill stuff.
Okay.
Let us go now, and you might get out of this alive.
Give it a rest, One Eye.
No, it's no fun talking to a duo of murderers.
Okay, let's see.
I don't really know.
Give them their stuff. That would be
If
silly.
you're still hanging around.
Go ahead and, kill them. They've done enough murder in this game already. Can you trace the cell phone?
Sushi.
Oh, is this actually working? Hooray!
Yes, Brian.
I brought you everything Gustav and Fyodor had on him. Maybe you can use it to investigate on the internet or something like that.
Okay, as soon as I have time, I'll take a look at it. Leave it on the table for me, please.
All right, it's all inside a jail bag.
Okay.
Okay. I was expecting like a round everyone up with the fake guns and do a standoff, not just, hey Oscar, go get them. Okay. And he did. Maybe they left something in the trailer. We can search their car. I'm gonna search their car. Wait, their car is over there. Never mind. Let's look at their car.
But it's not time to leave yet. I could use it to get out of here when everything's ready.
I'm stealing their car. Sweet. Did you find anything? Oh, the bag's gone, so I think you found something.
Sushi, I'm sorry for disturbing you.
No problem.
Have you taken a look?
Yeah, but I bet all their papers are fake. I haven't found any information on their past on the internet. Although, well, there is one thing I discovered. Gustav is a total movie fan.
Movies? How do you know?
While looking through his wallet, I found a season ticket to the Film Archives of New York. Can you believe it? That animal is a cinema lover. I don't want to imagine what his favorite films are. You know, movies are what I miss most since moving here. In Boston, I used to go 2 or 3 times a week.
You like movies? Oh, I do too. I'm a major movie freak.
Oh yeah? So tell me, who is your favorite director?
Ooh. Out of these, I'm gonna have to go with Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
He's not one of my favorites, but I won't deny he's very talented. He's a hard worker and has directed some great films, of course.
Okay.
Getting back to our...
We were discussing, who did you say was...
Let's try someone else.
Truth is,
Oh, you can't decide on one, right?
Huh?
Getting back,
Who did you...
Try someone else. Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Good one. The king of suspense is one of the best, no doubt about it.
Is there actually something to this?
Getting back to our conversation.
Who did you...
I had never heard of John Ford.
John Ford.
I can see you like the classics. Wasn't The Quiet Man just amazing?
Getting
Who did you...
Billy, I never heard of him either.
Billy Wilder.
Undoubtedly among the greatest of all. I watched The Apartment over 12 times.
I probably should have, though. The name actually sounded familiar said out loud.
Getting back to
We were discussing our... Who did you...
And of course, everyone knows Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
He's my favorite too. I know it's hard to pick since there are so many good ones, but which of his movies do you like best?
Oh. Let's see. The only one I know is Annie Hall. I think I've seen Manhattan Murder Mystery, but let's try that one.
Manhattan Murder Mystery.
I love that one. Do you remember the scene where... Hey, wait a minute. I think I've got an idea to solve all this. Just let me think for a minute here, but it should work. Wait, let me organize everything and then I'll explain.
But can't you tell me about your bright idea?
No, I'd rather make sure that we have everything we need first. Come back in an hour, okay?
Seems like it's been an hour to me.
I guess that meant something. Okay, cool.
Well,
Let me explain. Remember how in Manhattan Murder Mystery they record the husband's voice in order to pretend that he makes a phone call later on?
yeah, sure I remember.
My idea is to do something similar. We'll call the Sandrettis pretending to be one of the thugs. There's a cellular phone in Gustav and Theodore's base. I've looked through it, and there's a number memorized as bosses, which is undoubtedly the number they call to report to the Sandrettis. We use a more sophisticated system than in the movie. A voice emulation program I downloaded once from a website called The Way Secret and Fully Invincible.
What would we achieve by calling the Sandrettis and pretending to be the thugs?
We'll make them suspect that Gustav and Theodore are intending to keep the cash for themselves.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. How do we do it?
You have to record the thugs' voices so I can enter samples into the program. It'll analyze them and create a filter which we can use on any voice to make it sound like the voice of those killers.
Program is that good?
Guaranteed. Meanwhile, you have to record Gina saying something like, "You lying murderer, you killed him and now you want to keep the money." Gina is on our side, so we can just use her voice. We don't need to emulate it. Got it?
Yeah, but are you sure this is gonna work?
Of course I am. Don't you worry. Just do your part and leave the rest up to me. There's an MP3 recorder on the table. Go get it and record those voices, please.
All right, I will.
Okay, don't take too long.
It's small and incredibly light.
Okay, so I was right. I did watch Manhattan Murder Mystery because I remember that scene. The couple that started it had nothing to really do with the case. That movie was cool. Hello.
Okay, let's do it. Hi guys, how's it going?
What kind of game do you think you're playing, kid? Let us go now, and you might get out of this alive.
I'm starving. Aren't you going to feed us? Man, they get better treatment at Shawshank.
By this time, the Sandrettis must be asking themselves why we haven't called in for 2 hours. It won't take them long to send someone out looking for us. Get ready, you worm!
Hey, I think I'm ready to re-enter society. Why don't you let me out so I can integrate and start a new life? The first thing I plan to do is go massacre your whole family.
You know, we could be...
Why don't you shut your trap, you Russian retard?
Give it a rest, One Eye.
Come on, boys, don't argue. Cellmates are supposed to get along. Done. Now I have the voices of those two recorded.
Why don't you shut your trap, you...
Okay. I still think murdering them is the better plan, because evil. They're evil. What the?
Well, hello, Gina.
Johnny.
You tricked me, you hussy. Now you're gonna die. Now you feel dead.
calm down. You were asleep. You must have been having a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible. Johnny was rising from his grave to kill me.
There. It's all over now.
Yeah, good thing you got here and saved me from Johnny. You don't look so angry with me anymore.
Well, let's drop that. Listen, come up with a plan for us to keep the money and get rid of the Sandrettis forever. I need to record you saying, "You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!"
But what for? Explain it to me.
There's no time, Gina. Just trust me. Come on. Let's rehearse once before recording. Let me remind you of the sentence. "You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!"
You awful lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
That was pretty bad, Gina. When you lied to me, you did a much better job. Come on, try again.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Better, but it still doesn't sound real. Try it once more.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Well, it's no Oscar performance, but it'll do. Wait for me to start recording and say it again.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Okay, I'm leaving. There's no time to lose. Get ready. I'll come back for you shortly, and we'll go find the money.
Aren't you going to tell me your plans?
Later, I promise. Right now, I have to leave.
All right, but don't take long, please.
No, don't worry. See you soon.
See you.
Gina, stop acting like you're actually important to this plot.
Now it's all recorded. I should take the recorder to Sushi ASAP so she can implement the plan. Hey, Sushi.
Hi. Did you get the recordings?
Yes, I have it all.
Excellent. Leave the recorder on the desk and give me an hour to organize everything.
Whatever you say. See you in an hour.
Bye.
Now they're gonna wonder why he hasn't called in 4 hours.
Seems like it's been an hour to me. All set?
All set. Look at this.
Brian, you're a bag of pond scum.
How does it sound?
Wonderful, Sushi. And you said I was unbelievable. You're the amazing one.
Well, it's no big deal. I ended up using Gustav's voice because he seemed like the thug leading the show. We'll make the call using my computer, but the computer has a system that will make them think they're receiving the call from Gustav and Theodore's cell phone. I've also prepared the sample of Gina with a few touch-ups, including gunshot sound effects I added in. Let's go. I hope everything turns out okay.
I'm sure it will, Sushi. I trust you.
This is cool.
It's about time. What the heck is up?
We nabbed him.
Well, have you gotten the information out of him?
It's what we suspected, boss. Johnny told that floozy where the money was hidden before we did away with him.
I knew it. So, what about the cash? Do you have it back?
Bad news, Chief. The money's history.
What? What do you mean it's history?
Let me explain, boss. When we got here and found that bimbo and her little friend, we decided to follow them without them seeing us. You know, to see if they'd lead us to the cash.
And?
And it worked, boss. We followed them to an old abandoned mine. And apparently that's where Johnny hid the booty after the heist. We caught him by surprise exiting the mine with 2 huge trunks. But this stupid mule Theodore jumped the gun, as usual, and shot too soon.
You useless, incompetent donkeys!
Theodore missed and they ran back into the mine. We chased after him and trapped him at the end of the mine shaft full of boxes. Boxes of dynamite, that is. I screamed at Theodore, "Don't shoot!" But that dimwit of a Russian had already fired a gunload of bullets. The whole place turned into an inferno in 1 second. We ran out and escaped from the mine by an inch.
Stupid morons.
The whole mine blew to bits with the floozy and that idiot inside. And the money, unfortunately. I'm sorry, boss. The way we left that place, there was no way to get the money out, and...
You lying killer. You killed him, and now you want to keep the money for yourself.
What was that? Gustav, you filthy rat! That was the girl who was screaming! Gustav! Gustav! You won't steal a cent from me!
Perfect. The seed has been sown.
Cool. Oh, and thanks for calling me an idiot.
I'm sorry, but it has to be credible.
It doesn't matter. This came off great.
It sure did. Excuse my lack of modesty, but I did a wonderful job here. And you don't even know about the icing on the cake yet.
What icing?
Listen, and try not to fall to the floor and kiss my feet. I hacked into a Swiss bank and created an account under Gustav and Theodore's names with a balance of $20 million. I printed up a receipt from the account and stuck it into Gustav's wallet. It's hidden well enough that he won't find it before the right time. Tomorrow, I'll instruct Oscar to take the killers out of the jail, blindfold them, and take them far away from here. I'll tell him to abandon them on some remote highway, but to make sure he gives them their stuff back first. Either I'm way off here, or the Sandrettis will soon find them. I wouldn't want to be in their skin when the Sandrettis find the receipt from the Swiss bank.
Simply brilliant, Sushi. You never cease to amaze me. The only thing is, I'll have to lend Oscar the thug's car. I thought I'd use it myself to pick up Gina and go straight to the Mojave Bank before having a panic attack, but...
Oh, take it. It doesn't matter. Oscar can just take one of my Hummers tomorrow.
One of your Hummers?
Yeah, I have 3 in the barn, so that's all worked out. Anyway, let me tell you something. I hate goodbyes. I always end up in tears. So I'd rather just stay here by my computer instead of watching you leave, okay?
Thanks for everything, Sushi. I'll never forget you.
Goodbye, Brian. Please come back someday. And send me some email. My address is sushidouglas@hotmail.com.
Of course I'll write to you, Sushi. So long.
Farewell.
Hotmail, huh? Okay. I like this plan. They're gonna leave the jail out of prison. They're just gonna get murdered by their own boss.
Sheriff, I've got a mosey. I've got an urgent mission elsewhere. I'm taking the prisoner's car, all right?
Sure. The keys are in the ignition.
About those 2 guys in there, just follow Sushi Douglas's orders. She's the mayor of Douglasville.
I'll do that.
See you soon, Oscar.
Adios, amigo.
I left this western town better than I arrived. I like this music. Hey, she did go out and wave. That's cool. And none of these people are dead. That's also
Goodbye,
cool.
Brian.
We'll miss you. He was gay, wasn't he, man? What?
I like that guy so
It's
much.
amazing how Sushi helped me put all the pieces together, isn't it? She's an amazing girl. I picked up Gina at Mama Dorita's house. Her leg had almost totally healed, so we headed for the Mojave Bank. We got there at dusk. That wouldn't be a problem. Sushi made sure it was the kind of bank where customers can do transactions at any time of day. We were pretty scared, but it turned out getting the money was simpler than we expected.
Damn. Is there a canyon on the other side too? Yeah, there is. Shit. That is one secure bank. Why don't they give these good spots to prisons instead of banks? I don't know. You're on like a desert island. I would think it was 1,000 times shadier that a nun was going to this place than an actual, stripper. Money! Get the fuck out.
Can you believe it? There I was, driving a car stolen from a bunch of murderers with a beautiful woman at my side and 20 million bucks in the trunk. Las Vegas was close by, so we headed that way. We ditched the car and checked into a luxury hotel. Throwing caution to the wind, Gina insisted we get the best room in the hotel, the honeymoon suite, obviously for newlyweds. So, we signed in under bogus names, pretending we just got hitched. Let me tell you guys, that sure made up for the bad days I've had. Gina and I, well, let's just say we had time to get more up close and personal.
You dog.
One morning when we went down to breakfast, we read in the newspaper that 2 guys' bodies had shown up riddled with bullets in a New York alley. Their description left no room for doubt. It was definitely Gustav and Fyodor. They didn't give any further information in the paper, but I can imagine what went down.
You have successfully plotted their murder. That's awesome.
Stop lying, you leeches. Where's the money?
I swear we don't have it, Don Roberto. That tramp's little friend is smarter than we thought. He framed us.
So what about that telephone call?
I never made that call, Don Roberto.
You filthy mutt. Do you think I can't recognize your scratchy betraying voice, you cellar rat?
We aren't lying, Don Carlo. We would never betray you guys. Roberto, perhaps they aren't deceiving us. Gustav and Fyodor are our best men, and they've always been loyal.
I know, Carlo. I know. But unfortunately, loyalty comes at a hefty premium these days. And I guess losing it for $20 million isn't a bad deal. So let's see if your faithful boys have an explanation for this. It was tucked away very nicely in Gustav's wallet.
Hey, you scumbags! Hey, nobody laughs at Carlos Andretti to his face. No, Don Carlo, don't do it!
Hey!
Here, I thought the old guy was the mean one.
Damn it, Carlo. If they're dead, we'll never get back the money.
I don't care. We got more than enough dough. The most important thing is that nobody else will be enjoying our money.
Everything turned out all right after all. And frankly, I felt no remorse for those 2 killers. I was just sorry the Sandrettis didn't get what they deserved too. Anyway, even though it was unlikely that the Sandrettis would follow up on the matter, it was safer for Gina to take a long vacation where nobody'd recognize her. The Cayman Islands seemed like the perfect place. Gina insisted I go with her, but well, look, I just couldn't. I'd worked so hard to earn my chance to study at Berkeley. I couldn't just throw it all away.
Nice.
We made it. Brian, are you sure you don't want to come with me?
No, Gina. I worked really hard to be able to come here, and I can't just let it all go by the wayside.
Whatever you want. I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you, too. But it's for the best. This is where I belong.
You could always take a year off and then...
That wouldn't work. Be happy, Gina. See you soon.
I'd be happier with stubborn old you. Goodbye.
Why do I feel like a total idiot?
Don't worry, this trip has turned him into a chick magnet. And drag queen magnet.
What did you forget now?
Well, something tells me you're dying to come with me. Am I right?
Maybe, but what about you?
What about me?
Are you dying for me to go with you?
Of course. You know that's silly.
Well, now that I think about it, Berkeley's been here for over 100 years, so I guess it can wait 1 year more.
You've got 20 million. Who gives a fuck? Not a bad little story. Oh, okay. Although this would make more sense if you were the one driving. I highly doubt traffic is that good on that bridge at this time of day. Yeah, not bad. I liked it. It could have used a more dramatic ending with some more, you know, not dramatic, climatic. It just kind of abruptly said, like, I mean, Oscar was the real hero. But that was pretty cool. All the supernatural stuff was kind of weird. It was quite a weird adventure. A fairly realistic ending, I guess. I mean, it's not going to end with a shootout with the Mafia. And they did die. They could have had these credits going during that bridge scene. That would have made it feel more like a movie ending, because this does feel like one of those classic movies. Yeah, that was fun. My only real complaints were the whole searching the objects that have the items multiple times to find them. Because really, that's annoying. How many times do I gotta search the damn doctor's bag? And his blatant disregard for anyone else. Destroyed Mayan artifacts. Fed that lady coffee that was thousands of years old. People were murdered over this finger. And you walk away with 20 million. Are the families of the dead gonna see a dime? Probably not. I mean, just exploded. Why did the musical score explode? Okay. I know there's 2 more in the Runaway series, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's in them, because they look like they get even weirder. I guess this first one was a fairly tame start. Aliens and ghosts, but still fairly tame compared to what I've been seeing in some of the other adventure games I've played so far. I'm hoping they have a better ending than just this 80s, 90s kind of style ending where they just hijinks their way to victory. Maybe more supernatural stuff. That'd be cool. Maybe Joshua can come back. I would love to see Joshua come back with aliens be like, "You didn't believe." That'd be sweet. The hell is Bink Video? And most of all, I hope they fix the talking heads when I get to the later ones. They still remind me of Fallout. The original, not the Bethesda ones.
Surprised, aren't you? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Ryan's the kind of geek who'd rather be studying at Berkeley than to party with a hot girl. Well, I admit I almost did. But at the last minute, I heard a little voice say something I heard in a movie a long time ago. In the film, the main character reaches the conclusion that there are times in life when you have to know when to say, what the heck?
Damn!
Hey, darling, can you rub some lotion on my back?
Of course, dear. I'll be right with ya. Well, friends, now I must bid you farewell. As you can see, duty calls. I hope I haven't bored you too much with this little adventure story. So, I'll be seeing you real soon, okay?
Brian, are you coming?
Yep. So, like I said, friend, see you soon.
Well, that's an ending. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you next time. See ya.